obviously our team, before we get into your team, our team, because a lot of people have been asking on the pod what they think's coming up this time of the week. I mean, we're definitely in a different position now than we were last year standing wise. I mean, let's face it, we're not in the world's greatest spot right now. I think we're 8 to 10 points out, 22 games left. They project that to get into playoffs, I think you need 90. What do you need in most years? 97 or 98?
Yeah, 95 to 97 points.
But I think in the East this year, you're going to need probably 97, 98 points. So I think 22 games left. That's 18-4. That's 18 wins. Probably need majority, if not all, in regulation. So, not that we haven't done it before, but highly doubt we're going to be going out there and trading all these picks for rentals. The way this position is right now for us. But I think it's really just up to the guys in the room. We've got guys coming back from injury, hopefully in the next little bit. And, or whenever they come back, whether it's a few games, a few weeks, whatever it was, but that's guys that are in the lineup have to do a job, and we got to start grinding out and just playing as hard as we can, because only we can control it now. Unfortunately, we got to scoreboard watch a bit, but definitely a different position than most years being a Florida Panther. So a little bit weird territory. Definitely not thrilled with where we're at in the standings, but can only control what you do in your next game. So what do you think that you like for your guys? You guys are only a few points back of playoffs. I think with a game or two in hand, maybe one game in hand. How are you feeling with 20 games left around deadline time? It's like literally the final fourth of the year. How confident are you guys? How do you feel you guys have been doing, and how are you doing personally? Like, how are you feeling?
Yeah. No, first, I mean, I could talk. I feel great, and I feel
you got the gold medal legs right now still, don't you?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, but I'm just feeling really good, feeling really confident. And yeah, we're 5 points out. I don't know what the game's in hand or situation like that, but we're 5 points out, and we've been playing some really good hockey as of late. I think before break, we won 5 out of 6, and then coming out of break, lost an OT, big win, Battle of Ontario, and we're now in the Western Canada stretch here, and some big games, some very important moments, and I mean, I just think for the viewers that are watching this, like, there's always typical, like Matthew said, covered one half of buyers and rentals and trading teams that are out of it to get players that either for that playoff push, maybe re-sign them. But I know a lot of my experience in my career early on is I was a part of the selling aspect of, we were out of it so early, way before deadline, and we had traded as many assets to teams and try to get as many picks, prospects, players, or whatever the formula was. So I kind of saw the other side of things, and you see a lot of guys come and go, and I mean, there's been times where you trade a guy and they go out and win, and you're just so happy for him that you just got to, for example, that Vladdy Tarasenko example. He was on our team in Ottawa, gets traded to Florida, and wins a cup. So you felt like you had
he was a huge part of it too.
Yeah, and felt like you had a little piece of that. Playing with him and throughout the whole year. So just happy for guys like that. But yeah, there's always just, when you're out of it, you're usually selling, players to teams to whatever, get assets back, or you're the teams buying up those players to take you over the hump. So I feel like this year that it's almost going to be different because the East is still so tight that teams are going to want to just see what happens and stuff like that. So
I think what's going to end up happening right now, and you could maybe think I'm wrong with this, but I think every team that thinks they're going to make playoffs in the East is going to go for it crazy at the deadline, because we're however many points back right now, and they're going to just. I truly think that no team in playoffs, I think, would like to play the team. I'm not saying our team, but any team that's won the last 2 Stanley Cups, like Pittsburgh in 16 and 17. Nobody wanted to play them first round in 2018. Like, you just don't want to. A team that's been there and done that. So I have a feeling that, I mean, it's wide open right now, and it's up to us to at least just fight our asses off to try to get back to this playoff race or just get somewhere close, but it's going to take a serious run. But obviously believe in the boys. We've done it before, done it a few years ago. So we'll see if we can pull it off.
And I think I got 2 questions for you guys. Like when, like, especially Matthew, like you win the cup or like you make a deep run, right? Your like recovery time or off season's like cut down. So do you think that kind of, if you don't make playoffs, you have 5 months off. If you go to the cup, you only have 2 to 3 months. Like, does that eventually catch up to you? Like in any of that throughout the season at all, or no?
I think the hardest part is the actual getting up for the games. Like I mean, I don't care who you tell. If you go from playing in Game 6 Stanley Cup Final or a Game 7 Stanley Cup Final at home into playing a preseason game and into 82 regular season, like it's your brain is functioned to that Game 7, Game 6, cups on the ice, cups in the building feeling. Like it's challenging to get up for all those games. So I don't think physically it's very different, 5 months of training versus the 2 or 3 months of training. I actually, in fact, the deeper you go, the better conditioned you are, the better game shape you're in, the better on ice, you're skating more. But when it comes to the little wear and tear, the bumps and bruises, obviously you have a little bit more. So that stuff's a little bit harder to recover from. But I found it easier the last few years to stay in like the game on ice shape. But when it comes to the wear and tear, like, I mean, you're nobody's, if you're not playing in the playoffs, we've played close to 70 playoff games the last 3 years. And those games are quadruple the amount of physicality as a regular season game. So that's a lot of crazy hockey. But there's no better hockey that you want to be in. So that's why we're just like, we've got 22 games left. Like, let's just try to give ourselves a chance at that one more time. Like, let's just go on a run and see what can happen. But we'll see if we have the runway for that. I mean, we only have 22 left, so it's better start, or we're unfortunately going to be on the outside looking in. I think that's pretty obvious the way it, obviously things are shaping out right now. Like, unless we go on a run, we're going to be on the outside looking in. So got to get on one soon.
Yeah, and Brady, I think too, like you're only 5 points out. Like, how do you keeping it loose in the locker room? Like, you're just taking a game at a time. Like, how does that feel where you're kind of like on the edge? You're like, hey, if we catch heat right now, or the goalie stays hot, like we have a serious shot at this.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm just trying to make it light, and for us, we realize we've been in these big games since January. Like, we knew how tight it was and how just the ebbs and flows of everything, that it was just going to be a grind the whole year. And for me, it's just keeping it light. Like, I mean, I believe our team is unstoppable when we play the way that we need to play, and that we truly are a tough team to handle. We don't give up much. And I feel like we have a lot of threats on offense too. And so for us, it's just believing in ourselves and doing it for a full 60 and just kind of take it as it goes. Like, it's just, when you say you need one, like, you put that, like, absolutely everyone you want it every time you need the points, but it's just sometimes you can't control the outcome. Like the other day we played great and didn't get the 2 points. So that's just the way it goes sometimes. And sometimes you don't play great and you get the 2 points. So it's just about resetting and just doing what you can do and control what you can control is your preparation, being at your best and helping the team win. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's you're in the NHL and you're playing in some big games. Like, you just gotta have fun with it. Just gotta enjoy it, embrace it, and just enjoy every second of it.